This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
For by-elections ongoing, RPNGC conducts capability display, and DICT refutes minister's death claims.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I am Louis Mango. Thank you for joining us. The polling for the Porgera Paiela by-election continued this morning, with the people casting their votes under tight joint security presence.
Porgera State of Emergency Deputy Controller and Enga Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent Fred Yakasa said today is the third day of polling for Porgera urban and rural.
Tomorrow we're going to complete the polling by doing a netball game tomorrow. And after that is done, Tuesday we'll try to fly the boxes down to Mapex for the counting.
The superintendent confirmed the peaceful conclusion of the 16 ballot boxes of Porgera Ewa LLG yesterday. PPC Yakasa said the remaining 15 ballot boxes of the Porgera Rural LLG and the 4 ballot boxes of the Paiela Urban LLG were cast today. He added that the 6 ballot boxes from the Net Liam LLG of the Maip Mulitaka LLG will be cast tomorrow, while the 8 stolen ballot boxes from the Maip Mulitaka LLG will be disputed outright. Polling began on Friday, July 18th and is expected to be completed on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Meanwhile, the PPC is very disappointed about the destruction of the 2 bridges at Mulitaka, stating that it is a criminal act.
It's a crime against the state and its people. And those perpetrators, we know who you are, especially you leaders who have raised your hands to contest in this by-election, who are responsible for this. In one way or another, you have caused it or you have done it. You will all be held responsible.
He said this damage of bridges cut off business into Porgera and adds the people with information on those responsible for the damage to come forward.
Those who need to supply some information, you have to cooperate. Supply information to us. We are already conducting an investigation and you will be held responsible.
In the meantime, PPC Yakasa adds the people to stay away from the damaged area to let the police do their job, allowing the rebuilding of the bridges to commence in the coming days. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
In a conference before departing PNG for Japan this morning, Prime Minister James Marape addressed the issue on ballot boxes being compromised during the by-elections.
With the issue of hijacked ballot boxes from the ongoing Porgera Paiela open by-elections, the Prime Minister highlighted that this
in relation to current by-elections that are taking place, the Electoral Commission has been asked to look into the law, utilize its powers. The ballot boxes that is tainted is to be disqualified. It must be disqualified. The candidates who, under their full knowledge, allows for illegal practices to take place, if they have to be arrested, must be arrested. So we make it a case in point leading up to 2027.
Sharing this sentiment was the Minister for Administrative Services, Richard Masere, who said strict protocols were issued.
We are also issuing very strict protocols and very strict instructions right down to the provincial administrator together with his provincial election steering committee to ensure that anybody or any group that hijacks the polling process, those boxes will not be counted. So it is in the interest of the leaders who are contesting in those areas to make sure that the election proceeds safe, so that we can have a fair election, so that leaders are elected by our people. Thank you.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister went on to reiterate on the responsibility of the Electoral Commission.
The Electoral Commission's job is to facilitate ballot boxes, ballot papers, all logistics and all resources geared towards conducting elections. Those were amongst the reasons why the LNG elections are pushed back a little bit, to make sure that the Electoral Commission has adequate logistics and resources available to facilitate clean and better voting processes.
The Prime Minister made this statement ahead of his official departure for Papua New Guinea's National Day celebrations at the Osaka World Expo 2025 in Japan, scheduled for Monday 21st July 2025. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Minister for Administrative Services, Richard Masere, also highlighted updates on the 4 ongoing by-elections.
Minister Masere highlighted that by-election is progressing well in the Momase region, starting with Aitapelumi in the West Sepik province.
Teams have been deployed. Polling has taken place in most of the areas. There are some areas that are a fair distance out of road access. We've deployed choppers to uplift the ballot boxes to ensure that the pollings are concluded this week and counting to commence for Aitapelumi.
He went on to highlight updates for Usunobundi in Medang and Kabum in Morobe province.
Usunobundi, the pollings will commence on Monday, and we are very confident that that will also progress relatively well. Kabum is also progressing very, very well. Polling has started last week, and we anticipate that polling will be concluded this week.
The minister also notes that despite a heated start for Porgera Paiela in Enga province, the by-election continues.
For Porgera Paiela, though it started off with a bit of fire, but there was only isolated areas. So far, 2 LLGs have completed their polling and the ballot boxes have all been returned to the counting area. One area, they're sorting out the chopper. 1 LLG, they should be able to uplift it this week. We should be able to address that and have the ballot boxes back in the counting center to commence counting, hopefully sometimes this week.
Further adding on the situation at Mulitaka.
The Mulitaka LLG, due to a bit of a security issue, we are looking closely at that. We've asked the provincial administrator, who is the chairman of the Provincial Election Steering Committee, who has done an extremely high performance job in terms of the area that he manages, especially with the security issues. We are hoping that Mulitaka will be polling this week, and we should conclude Porgera Paiela this week by-election.
Meanwhile, the minister took the opportunity to commend progress from the Motu-Koita elections.
We have concluded the polling for Motu-Koita Assembly elections. Tomorrow, PNG Electoral Commission will conduct a training, and then on Tuesday, the counting will proceed for the election of the chairman of the Motu-Koita Assembly, plus the 2 reserve seats for the East and West women representatives. So by the end of this week, we should have the declarations made for Motu-Koita.
Masere said they are confident declarations will be made for the 4 by-elections and the Motu-Koita seat either by or before the 22nd of August 2025. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary hosted an opening parade and capability display today at Olympiad in Port Moresby as a lead-up to the Pacific Police Band Tattoo scheduled for Tuesday, the 22nd of July.
The RPNGC band led a special parade and march earlier today, comprised of the Special Service Division, the Water Police, reservists, cadets of Bomana, and other members of the Constabulary. The spectacle is to kickstart the Pacific Police Band Tattoo and leading up to the country's 50th Golden Jubilee. The public witnessed exhibitions and capability display done by the SSD, RPNGC Dog Unit, and the Water Police. The capability display focuses on responding to issues such as protest and other law and order problems that takes place in the communities in many parts of the country. Governor of NCD Powes Pakop was present at the ceremony and conducted a special inspection through the parade.
The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary is an important, very vital institution in nation building. In the journey that we have gone through in these 50 years. But its history is longer than 50 years. the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary was put together during colonial time.
Governor Pakop deliberated on the significance of having Pacific countries joining the main event later this week.
Today I want to acknowledge our visiting forces who might be here with us today in this parade. But it's important too that they are part of our Golden Jubilee celebration. They will partake with you all on Tuesday, I believe. But their presence here is significant too, to acknowledge their historical role in contributing to the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary.
Pakop reflected on the years of journey for the RPNGC contributing to the country.
Now, in a capital city where we have exceeded, our population exceeded 1 million already, by birth and by migration. It gives a very strong challenge, serious challenge to maintaining security and peace. But the police forces always respond and always face up to the challenges.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Department of Information and Communications Technology has officially refuted false reports circulating on social media that Papua New Guinea's Minister for Information and Communications Technology and member for South Bougainville, Timothy Masiu, has passed away.
Contrary to the fake news, Minister Masiu is alive and currently resting in Cairns, Australia. He is recovering well and is expected to return to Port Moresby soon. This is according to an official from the Department of Information and Communications Technology. The true account is that Minister Masiu was medevaced to Cairns last week after experiencing health complications while in Port Moresby. He was initially treated at the Pacific International Hospital at 3 Mile before being airlifted to Cairns for further medical attention. He was discharged over the weekend and is now recovering. Officials from the department have confirmed the minister's condition and urged the public not to spread unverified and misleading information. The department has condemned the spread of false information and is calling on all media outlets and the public to verify facts before sharing news, particularly on social media.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab Dina. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Bogus agriculture projects are being used by foreign logging companies to steal millions of tons of valuable tropical timber. The PNG Forest Authority must immediately suspend all FCA licenses and stop illegal log exports. Stop the FCA abuse now. This message was brought to you by community advocacy group Act Now.
MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. The heat is on. This week's theme being R&B, our contestants must not only win over the judges, but also impress the viewers who will be voting. Tonight at 7:30, to find out who will make it through to the top 9. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Nearly 4,000 participants from the business community, health workers and their families in East New Britain province have joined the island's petroleum charity Colour Run today. Funds raised from these will go towards improving medical services at Nonga St. Mary's Vunapope Hospital.
The participants successfully completed a 5 kilometers run with more than 3,000 t-shirts sold out. More than 80,000 kina were raised from the event. The funds raised will go towards upgrading emergency equipment and supporting maternal care services at the 2 hospitals. The program director Kavita Supan Bluet thanked Island's Petroleum Charity Colour Run for the initiative. She said this is not just a colorful celebration, but a movement towards unity, health and progress. She added that this support makes a meaningful contribution to the vital services. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
The Mapex Training Institute celebrated its 20 years anniversary at the Adventure Park in Port Moresby yesterday.
What started off as a consultancy and training in 2004 had come a long way since it transformed into a training institute in 2015. Speaking during Mapex Training Institute's anniversary celebration, MTI Managing Director and CEO Marcus Palem Kara said today's outcome was not expected when he first started the consultancy and training.
Start humble beginning and Pastor Michael Kuman and Togia. People are found out about notice, no notice. Without no, people are just finding 1 kilo, 2 kilo, that's all that's our very. Yeah. Put him notice, or writing project proposal, or business startup, skills. Now all SME, all courses here. Me been attending some law, training so. Me like imagine go online or need him. But without knowing, people come to this part.
Mr. Kara credited achievements of Mapex to the hardworking staff who have been supporting the institution's growth. Furthermore, he emphasized on the progresses of the institution in the past years.
We started as a consultant and training, and then we moved to 2015. We started as a training institute, and we've offering all courses here, full-time courses. And 2017, higher education asking me to fill in some platform because people don't have to continue offering diploma programs. At the National Training Council, level certificates, so people are offering diplomas or fill in form. So 2017, people start filling in form. And just last year, November 29th, higher education giving full recognition, 5 years.
Additionally, coming to congratulate Mapex Training Institute were some of the elites.
Congratulate Team Mapex for the last 20 years. You have achieved something that not many have. And I can see the next 20 years to be successful. Happy birthday and happy 20th anniversary.
Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
Meanwhile, Mapex Training Institute plans on becoming a national university with aims of accomplishing it in 5 years.
This was revealed during the Mapex Training Institute's or MTI's 20th anniversary celebrations held in Port Moresby yesterday. MTI Managing Director and CEO Marcus Palem Kara, whilst giving his remarks, said other universities in the country are owned by foreigners, adding that the institute needs everyone's support to make this plan of nationally owned university come into reality.
Right now, we don't have a national university. National private university. When you look at other universities like Divine Word, PAU, IBS, they're all owned by the foreigners, all outside like.
Mr. Kara further emphasized on the institute's accomplishments.
God is at the back of us. God never let us down. Because all the boxes we've not worked on tick up. All the boxes. Mipla plan law, Peter staff, Mipla writing profile law Mipla, we had a plan in 2012. So 2015, Mipla talk law more full-time course, Mipla ticking box, Mipla mo go higher education, Mipla ticking box. Okay, next, outstanding app. Mipla talk law go all the country, Mipla ticking box finish. So the outstanding one is to have the university.
Adding to this was the board chairman of Mapex Training Institute, Dr. Solomon Awili. Dr. Awili said Mapex will embark on a fundraising drive starting next year to secure funding for a Port Moresby campus. This is to allow for MTI to have its own university. Furthermore, he called on the government, relevant stakeholders and development partners to support the institute.
A lot of challenges remain, but we welcome those challenges. For example, one comment that comes out openly in the public media forums is the concept of improving the quality of our programs and also engaging highly qualified academic staff and trainers. This is the challenge that the board is taking head on. Next year onwards, when Mapex is going to be considered as part of the higher education national online selection system, we will be eligible to draw down funding support through the government's health loan program.
Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
The Small to Medium Enterprises Corporation recently presented 40,000 kina in total as seed capital to two SME groups in Jiwaka province to start their own businesses. The presentation was made by the Managing Director of SME Corporation, Mr. Petrus Ralda.
The support from SME Corporation under its Start and Improve Your Business program is aimed at fostering grassroots entrepreneurship. The recipients, Wagi One Community Association and Anglim Sweet Potato Farmers Association from the Mandan community in Anglim South Wagi district, it's received 20,000 kina to help start and grow their small businesses. Of the 20,000 kina granted to the Anglim Sweet Potato Farmers Association, 16,700 kina was deposited into their bank account, while the remaining 4,300 kina was used to purchase a milling machine and a standby generator. The funds were awarded following the group's successful completion of the International Labour Organization's Start Your Business Entrepreneurship Training, which was facilitated by the SME Corporation earlier this year and in 2023. SME Corporation Country Director Petrus Ralda emphasized that this support falls under the SME Policy 2016, designed to empower Papua New Guineans at the community level to participate in the formal economy. Mr. Ralda also urged the recipients to manage their time properly, work cooperatively, and put to use the capital seed funding under strict management to prosper.
Big black government policy, we implement him. We run him program throughout the country. That's true to SME program and plenty lifelong money change, plenty money come up millionaire. Life change. Now this program seed capital now we plug him you seed. Now can kai manage him good, look out him good, artwork. They change him this mindset, change him to that thinking, this person blow. Time, you must all kind of time important life.
Time. Every time you work up the morning time, and me talk okay time. Think him this la talk with me. Time and me important the life for you. All kind of time you pay him time, now you run the time, now all kind of something you work him the time. Life for you will change.
He added that the SME Corporation will conduct monitoring and evaluation in the coming months to assess the impact and progress of the businesses supported.
Monitoring and evaluation team by come, by check him how you play work life. Me by all executives, me by all him you play accountable. Me by come check him whether this money and me work or not, and me part of monitoring evaluation, me call him and me come back now check him. After 6 months or kind of same, me by check him. Me give him one kind machine or someone rice farming lo coltum. Last year me come na give him. Now this line there, this use him this one plant machine. Lo plant him rice lo coltum all kada now all working factory lo rice plant rice farming na all like him on la big machine now.
The SME Corporation will monitor the group's progress, with plans also discussed to extend the program into Baisu Prison in Western Islands Province through the Correctional Service. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Oktedi Mining Limited has signed 3 big contracts worth over 390 million kina to build and improve roads in Western Province. The aim is to make it easier for people to travel and get basic goods and services.
The 3 road projects are the Kiunga to Nomad Road, costing 294.7 million kina. This 150-kilometer road will connect people in Middle Flight District to Kiunga, helping them access schools, hospitals and markets. Balimo to Kawiapo Wasua Road in Delta Flight District is worth 55.2 million kina. And the Balimo Town Road will be upgraded and sealed for 44.9 million kina. OTML CEO Kedi Olympiad said the roads will help people visit towns and improve their lives by giving them better access to services and goods.
Today we've changed the way we operate. Rather than making money and generating revenue and taking it out of the country, Oktedi being 100% state-owned, country-owned company, we are reinvesting back into the country. So
he also thanked the Western Provincial Government for supporting the project and following proper procedures. Mr. Olympiad also encouraged leaders to help fund more projects that bring long-term benefits to local communities. He highlighted the proposed Impact Project Agreement under the current Community Mine Continuation Agreement review aimed at improving people's lives in the long run.
You know, for example, through Oktedi dividend, the province gets 33% of whatever dividend that we declare. Instead of that money going elsewhere, they can reinvest into doing the impact projects in the province. And then they get the DSIP, PSIP, whatever money that they get, they can do counterfunding.
The road contracts have been awarded to China Railway Construction Engineering Group, with work expected to start in September.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, their current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
appealing to all the residents.
Business,
They launched its VPN,
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems,
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pila Niningi has welcomed the recent appointment and reappointment of judges, stating he has a full faith on the expertise they bring to the organization.
The reappointments were made for Justice David Kennings and Justice Kenneth Frank as judges, whereas Justice Pauline Bray on a substantive appointment and Justice Jeffrey Mesa on a new acting appointment. Minister Niningi stated that the judges take up a very high responsibility.
So I'm happy that they're taking up the job. It's a very massive job. It's not like any other job. You just go in, but once you go and prepare, lawyers make all different applications and it will drag on. It's the nature of the case, nature of the whole system that sometimes slows down.
With the recent appointment heading up to more than 40 judges in the country, Minister Niningi said he has full confidence on all judges that they will deliver in the justice system.
I believe and trust the current judges and Chief Justice taking head on. So we'll get there.
Minister Niningi expressed judges make very important decisions for both sides of the court.
Judges being fair, they have to listen to both sides. But I think I'm happy that I want to congratulate the new appointments, and it was the Chief Justice who made it. I want to thank them. They made a recommendation and the judges' involvement, and some of them appointed.
Reflecting on the 50 years of the country, Chief Justice Gibbs Salika outlined their areas that could have been achieved in the justice system.
We have done better. There are things we could have been better off, but still we progressed, little bit by little bit. We have not progressed like maybe other countries.
Benson Wema, National MTV News.
PNG think tank chairman Samson Komati emphasized on the importance of technical skills, highlighting that this will contribute to 70% of the country's development, with 30% coming from academics.
Mr. Komati said this during Mapex Training Institute's 20th anniversary celebrations yesterday. He said countries in the world are driven by skills.
Unskilled people, you are basically of no use unless there's something that doesn't need the brains. You're okay, like in plantations or wherever. But skill will drive this nation.
Noting 70% of the population dropping out in schools from grades 6, 8, 10 and 12, Mr. Komati said governments must invest in the 70% for the country to grow.
You see, every year, 30% or less of the grade 12 graduates move on. And so much money is funded into the TFF, into billions. Then on member 2, on governor 2, they are sponsoring the same group. You think? The same 30% they are funding, member funding, open member, regional member, government TFF, free education. What about the 70% that gets dumped and thrown out of grade 6, grade 8, grade 12? What happened to them? They constitute the 70% of the idle population that's hanging around everywhere. So it now boils down to leadership. To grow this country, we have to engage the 70% very actively.
Adding to this was Mapex Training Institute Board Chairman Dr. Solomon Awili, who also said similar sentiments.
So that together we can provide not only academic programs but competently based TVAD training, which our country desperately needs in this time and age when skill-based economies are making a difference in the lives of people right across the globe.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
6 Paradise High School students who took part in the 2025 Genius Olympiad in the United States of America encouraged students to study more and think internationally.
Upon the experiences seeing other races around the world coming together to compete in the 2025 Genius Olympiad, the students said the world is more than what we know. Nehemia Yowa, a grade 12 science student of Paradise High School who took part in the Genius Olympiad, encouraged students in Papua New Guinea to think internationally.
Do not think locally or nationally, think internationally. Broaden your mind, broaden your way of understanding, and this will help you go to this level and you can compete well on this level.
The students emphasized on reading more about what is happening around the world to expand knowledge and to study smart and harder. With the use of digital technologies, they urged students who are interested to travel around the world to represent PNG and the schools to apply on projects online. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
And now moving to overseas news. Medical officers in Gaza say 86 people are being killed by Israeli gunfire and airstrikes.
That death toll includes 36 reportedly shot on their way to an aid distribution site run by the controversial Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. The Israeli military says it fired warning shots at what it called suspects near the southern city of Rafah. GHF denies any incidents near its sites. Witnesses report troops opened fire with machine guns mounted on tanks and drones.
Syria's president has renewed its pledge to protect minorities after sectarian clashes left more than 700 dead in Suyada province.
The Syrian government is again deploying forces to the southern area to restore calm. There have been chaotic gun battles in recent days between the local Bedouin and Druze communities, with both sides accused of committing atrocities. This comes hours after Israel and Syria agreed to a ceasefire.
We thank the tribes for their heroic positions, but we call on them to fully commit to ceasing fire and complying with state orders. And everyone must understand that this moment requires unity of ranks.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Bogus agriculture projects are being used by foreign logging companies to steal millions of tons of valuable tropical timber. The PNG Forest Authority must immediately suspend all FCA licenses and stop illegal log exports. Stop the FCA abuse now. This message was brought to you by community advocacy group Act Now.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary. Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Prime Minister's Master Starts competition has kicked off in Port Moresby, promoting fitness among the 40 and above age group at the St. John Guy Stadium.
Every Saturday evening, the St. John Guy Stadium will come alive with the kickoff of the Prime Minister's Master Starts competition, designed for players aged 40 and above. The president of the NCD Touch competition says he expects interests from the new teams.
This is the official start for our Masters Comp tonight. This will be our first round. We had 3 pre-season games last week, Saturday, and 2 previous Saturdays. We're happy to say that we have 10 teams participating in the competition.
The competition is in line with Prime Minister's vision of healthy workforce. The event aims to keep the aging population active and engaged. President Kopunge says interest from new teams and corporate bodies is growing. Sponsors are also backing the movement to make it a bigger leading to the country's 50th Golden Jubilee.
Support from both the National Capital District Commission, the NCDC. They have been our premium sponsor for the competition. They've invested some money in which we are using for the hire of the venues. The Prime Minister's office has also come and supported us
With the competition now underway, the message is clear. Age is just a number, but fitness is a lifetime commitment. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Week 8 of Port Moresby Soccer Association saw thrilling actions today at Bissini. Trukai Sports brings you this highlight.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association played its Week 8 matches of Round 1. The matches brought energy and intensity, with teams battling for early dominance in the season. Trukai Sports caught up with the Port Moresby Soccer Association Games Coordinator, who reflected on today's performances.
People are looking Week 8 of our competition, which is running currently now. We got exactly two to 1 week left before we wind down our Round 1 competition, and probably we go into a week's break and then come back and resume the second round of our competition.
Matthew says expectations are high for teams to lift their game as final spots draw closer.
Games competition me looking also it's getting a bit tougher, where before previous teams like Blukumul's, Munkas, University, they normally dominate the Round 1 competition with their standings on the ladder, but currently me looking also big changes come up with.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
University Inter FC secured a strong win in the Women's Premier in the Port Moresby Soccer Association's competition. Is more on their performance against PS Roots FC.
Today in the Port Moresby Soccer Association's Women's Premier Division, University Inter FC faced PS Roots in a crucial matchup. It was a tightly contested match, but University Inter FC managed to edge past PS Roots with 2-1 victory. Team captain Bathsheba Mali spoke to Trukai Sports after the match, celebrating the win and highlighting the team's focus.
This game was great. My girls and I, we did well. We tried our best, even though the opponent team, the PS girls, all come strong, but our girls may maintain and we need this game today.
The University Inter FC is second on the ladder, just behind the leaders. They will return to the pitch next weekend with growing confidence.
Yes, our girls, for me, they just need to come. We need full attending training so that we can apply one something better line training, so we can play less, so we can play better than all games we play.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Bogus agriculture projects are being used by foreign logging companies to steal millions of tons of valuable tropical timber. The PNG Forest Authority must immediately suspend all FCA licenses and stop illegal log exports. Stop the FCA abuse now. This message was brought to you by community advocacy group Act Now.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be
EMTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. The heat is on. This week's theme being R&B, our contestants must not only win over the judges, but also impress the viewers who will be voting. Tonight at 7:30 to find out who will make it through to the top 9. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Young talents took center stage at Tarama Aquatic Center today as junior basketball teams thrilled the crowd with energy, teamwork, and skill.
Today saw an exciting display of young talent in junior basketball. President of the Port Moresby Women's Basketball, Velma Kulukulu, spoke to Trukai Sports, highlighting the importance of such competitions for the development of basketball in the country.
We see that it's very important to develop juniors, whether it's in basketball or any other sports. It's very important that we get our kids into some kind of discipline that keeps them away from every other thing that's better outside.
She also shared her thoughts on the structure and organization of the competition.
In every year, we've seen an increase in the numbers of kids coming in, from under 8s all the way up to under 18s. This year, we don't have any under 18 girls participating, but we have the boys participating.
Kulukulu praised the efforts and participation of the junior teams, emphasizing the positive impact such competition has on nurturing young talent. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The courts came alive with fierce rallies and team spirit as the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition entered its second quarterfinals at the Tarama Aquatic Center today.
The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition saw thrilling actions across both men's and women's divisions. In the women's division, Team Parliament secured win over CPL1. The vice captain of the Team Parliament shared their thoughts on the victory.
It was a tough game, very tough game, but unfortunately we had a game plan that we came with and we stuck on that game plan.
Tisa Bank's women's premier team also came out on top against CPL1. The team captain reflected on the team's strong win, showing in a highly competitive match.
Knockout position, but somehow we made it through due to, I would say, our team spirit was there. So I want to say thank you to my fellow friends.
Although CPL1 women's team faced defeat, the team captain expressed gratitude for organizers for hosting such successful and spirited competition.
But I would like to say thank you to the POM CVC for always giving us this opportunity to come and play. At least we've tried, and at the end there's always a winner and a loser.
Meanwhile, in the men's premier division, the court saw intense actions from teams including CPL1, Customs, NWTL1, POMGen, Westpac, Brian Bell, NCDC, and TSC. Winners from today's matches in both the men's and women's division will now advance to the semi-finals, scheduled for next weekend. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Netball fans gathered in numbers as a PNG Men's and Mixed Netball Association wrapped up its grand final playoffs at Rita Flynn.
Today's matches saw the culmination of PNG Men's and Mixed Netball Association Grand Finals at the Rita Flynn Courts in Port Moresby. Speaking to Trukai Sports Association President, Micah Vira shared his thoughts on the Grand Final playoffs and the performances of the two Grand Finalists.
We've come to the culmination of 12 weeks of competitions. We have the Grand Finals on today for our Mixed B, Mixed A divisions, and then we have our Premier Mixed and our Men's League Grand Final too as well, all happening today.
He also highlighted the prizes awarded to the teams commending the level of commitment and sportsmanship displayed throughout the season.
We have trophies for the grand final winners, obviously, for the mixed B division. The game that's currently playing now is between Amazing Pacific and CCDA Mona Magic.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus with a report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
EMTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. The heat is on. This week's theme being R&B, our contestants must not only win over the judges, but also impress the viewers who will be voting. Tonight at 7:30 to find out who will make it through to the top 9. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Join me every Thursday night as Sportscene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on top of now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones should follow.
Sportscene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In Southern Region, Port Moresby, partly sunny periods with possible chances of afternoon and evening showers. In Popondetta, morning fog clearing to partly sunny period, then possible afternoon showers. In the Mamasa Region, Lake City, partly sunny to sunny periods with possible chances of afternoon or evening showers. In Vanimo, partly sunny periods, then possible evening showers. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly cloudy periods with scattered afternoon showers. In Buka, partly sunny periods. In the islands region, Mount Agnes City, morning fog clearing to partly sunny period, then possible afternoon and evening showers. Mediterranean Wabeg morning for clearing to sunny, with afternoon rain showers and thunderstorm and possible flooding.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, 28th of July 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.